What's up, YouTube? Bert here at Pixel Armory, back with another project update. So you guys obviously saw in our first video that I was putting together the hard light from Destiny, and I'm still working on it. As you can see, it's up there. I've gotten it sanded down, and I'm getting it detailed a little bit, getting all the little support pieces off, so that when I finally primer it, it looks good. And the primering is really one of the first steps as far as getting a model cleaned up, because you'll see a lot of stuff that you missed for cleaning up when you primer it. So I'm sure it'll need a lot more sanding. But today I have something much different. So I've been working on the suit for the Comicon here in Harrisburg. Just finished up the mask the other day, and I hear is a custom third man mask. Now, I was going to wire in LEDs, and when I did them, it made it really, really hard to actually see out of this thing, just because it does reflect back into your eye, and my eyes just don't like that kind of crap. So instead, what I did is I just 3D printed green lattice work and made it, with holes, so that I can see through it, and also I'm breathing in this thing all day, so it's not going to fog up on me and make my face all sweltered and everything. But I got the original model from Yegi, the website, and then I took what's this stuff called, paper clay, and we did paper clay on the front. My sister did, and she did custom overfill details, and I have to say it looks absolutely stunning. And this is the only one of this kind on the planet. Now, as you'll notice, it looks really, really beat up. I mean, it looks, again, with the way my whole suit is going, it's going to look beat up. I want it to look like, okay, this guy's clearly, had it rough, because my whole suit is tattered, and that actually helps take away from a lot of the imperfections, because before I did the detailing work and made it look tattered on that mask, it actually looked like crap. I mean, it looked really, really poorly done, almost like, you had a second grader finger painted. But when you add a level of grime to it, it actually makes it look better and takes away from a lot of the imperfections. So that's one thing I'm going to definitely be going for, as I've said. But back to point, someone had asked me, Bert, have you made anything different from Destiny? I've got plenty of hand cannons and fusion rifles and that. It's like, but I don't see any shotguns or sniper rifles. Now, I have a sniper rifle over here. Actually, if I adjust my screen, you can see it right here. That's actually Death Gun's rifle from Sword Art Online, which our buddy Murph is actually going to Comicon as Death Gun. He's going to be wearing the mask, and he's got the suit and all that fun stuff. And I'm going as a hunter. But I haven't made any shotguns yet from Destiny. Now, obviously, we would consider the fusion rifle a shotgun. I do, just because of the way it sprays. But not an actual shotgun. And we had a lot of models to choose from. The Fourth Horseman, which I actually like. It's kind of old school, and it's got 4 barrels. Then we've got the Universal Remote. We've got just a ton of them. There's just a ton of them. I picked one that I happen to really like, and I actually ran with it for a while. And it isn't super fancy. It's not really all that powerful, but I really liked it just because the color scheme was cool, the design was neat, and it was with the Future War Cult, which is one of the teams that I'm affiliated with on there, and I really, really liked some of their stuff. So without further ado, I give you the Crush from Destiny. This thing is a beast. It is, just holding this thing in my arms, I feel like I could destroy the world. I mean, this thing is just bad. It's just badass. I mean, you can just imagine the size of this thing. It almost looks like, reminds me in a lot of ways the size and the shape of the Halo shotgun. Now, obviously, Destiny, Halo, Bungie, 343, there's going to be some similarities in their art styles and their designs. But, this thing is just amazing. I love it. And this is really one of the first designs of this kind of a gun I've actually made. Aside from, pretty much this is like the most conventional firearm I've made. I have the sniper rifle from Death Guns from Sword Art Online over here, which my buddy Murph is going to be going for as for Comic-Con, but I haven't actually built one like this. Now, this is PLA. Just Hatchbox. I get it from Amazon. The stuff's great. It's cheap. This took about 2.5 days to make. It's just really, really cool. I gotta say, I really like this. I'm gonna end up actually taking this with me to Comic-Con just because of how much I like this thing. It is big. I'm 6'3". This is a big shotgun for me. So you see this thing and it's like, okay, this is a big gun. I mean, if I don't know. I know it's 1183 millimeters long. So that being said, it's a big gun. And I mean, if this thing was real, I don't actually know of many. I mean, Mossberg has a couple. There's a couple real guns that are actually similar to size like this, but they're special case. We just call them, we call them shotgun all weapons or riot shotguns. Like I have a Caltech shotgun. I have a couple bullpup pump action shotguns. I have nothing that looks like this. If I had a shotgun that looked like this, I would probably be on the ATF's like most watched list or something. But thank God I'm not on there. But this thing, I have to say, is just the coolest looking shotgun I have ever made, or probably ever seen. Again, because to be able to take it from the game, because this is a gun I actually use in the game, and to be able to download it, throw it in the printer, and 2 days later I'm holding the damn thing. I mean, it is a really special feeling. I didn't show the put together video because when I made this, I didn't actually have to do much support structures for it because it doesn't have a lot of overhangs. I sliced the stock here and here, and the handle was done in one piece, so I cut it lengthways, and then here, here, and here. So it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 pieces here. And this piece here was actually what took the longest to print. I think it took close to like 17 hours. But it's not bad. 8% infill with printing at 300 microns or 0.3 millimeters, and it came out really good. I mean, I am absolutely stoked. And my Robo 3D R1 Plus, I love the thing. I mean, it is just ready for more and more work. Now, what I am looking for from you guys is I want a crowd suggestion. What should we make next? And I want it to be something different. Now, I'm working on the BFG from Doom. That's going to be a very long process, though. I have a large shipment of gray PLA that I'm going to have, that I've actually already ordered, but it's on back order, that is going to be used for that project. And that's going to take a while. So I will give updates as that is maturing and growing together in pieces, but it's in 17 pieces, and each piece will take close to a day or more to print. So it's going to take a while to get there. But I'm looking for a crowd suggestion as to what we can make next, because I mean, we've got the Hard Light, I've got Hawk Moon, the Thorn, the Last Word, the Fatebringer. Oh, I did not show you guys the Raise Lighter, actually, since I did some detailing on it. It's only got a base level of 3 colors right now, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the primary detailing and, rough up the blade. Actually, the way to do that is you paint it with silver spray paint, and then you rub it down with aluminum foil. It's a little trick I actually learned from Adam Savage on Tested, and it works really well. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this here. And, excuse me, puppy dog. Here's the Raise Lighter. Now, obviously the blade's silver, handle's black, jewel is red. Now, the red is just a primary color. I'm going to go ahead and do levels of detail of yellow and orange over top of it and give it some interlays to give it more depth. And then, obviously, the handle and the hilt is going to get a lot more attention as well because it does need it. Now, I have to say that this thing looks dangerous. And this actually, I only took me a day and a half to make this. And I got to tell you, I love this thing. I mean, it's not super durable. I mean, I'm not going to go around slicing people with it unless, I intend on destroying it, which I don't because I really like this thing. And I actually need to get it in the game because I don't have it. So, yeah. Anyway, I really like this. I think it's come out really well. We've got a couple more projects that I'm going to try to finish up before Comicon. Hopefully I don't run out of time. I've only got really 2 days, so I've got about 55 hours left until it's done. The cape is being finished up and for my hunter, and hopefully it'll look really nice and cover up the back of the suit and that. But all in all, we're really excited for the Harrisburg Comic Con. We hope to see you guys down there. And if you have any shout outs or you have any questions, feel free to ask on the channel. I've had people ask me for models of a lot of stuff that I've made, and I've given them specifications for printing, and I've even offered to chat with people on, Curse or Skype, um, to give you guys, intimate details as to how to get this stuff to print as easily as I do. Because I got to tell you, to print this, I did probably half an hour of work, maybe a little less, to be honest. I cut the file, took the model, I cut the piece into roughly 190 millimeters for each piece, and then I downloaded it in Cura, and I put each piece on the SD card, and I plugged it into my printer and hit print. I only interacted with my computer and my printer for half an hour to make this. So really, this is only half an hour of work and then a lot of waiting. So it's not that bad. And it's relatively easy. And I'd like to show some other people how incredibly easy it is. Because I have to tell you, to make this was stupid easy. I mean, stupid easy. All this stuff is stupid easy to make as long as you work with it. I'll tell you, there's a lot of a learning curve with 3D printers that pisses people off tremendously. I can tell you, I've had 4. I've smashed 3 of them. So trust me, I've been there. My wife has, we've had many of arguments about me getting rid of my 3D printers because of how much they ruined my life because of how much they were a pain in the ass. But I would like to teach you guys how to get these kind of results with little effort, because I got to tell you, I mean, to be able to make something like this, and I love it. I'm a creative person, and I'd like to be able to pass that on to you guys. So if you have any questions, shoot us an email, or we're at pixelarmory@gmail.com. Go ahead and send us a message on YouTube. We'll be more than happy to reach out to you. If it's 3D printing, you'll probably be dealing with me directly. Cap, he works with some of this stuff. He's not as good with the 3D printing, so he generally just kind of uses the stuff and I make it. He's actually working on a really big project right now, helping out someone else on a YouTube channel, helping them get started. So he's been gone for a little bit, but he'll be coming back later this week, hopefully, if he decides to, do that. But anyway, I'm Bert from Pixel Armory. Hope to see you guys at the Harrisburg Comicon, and until next time, I'm out.